everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at starting off a new collage project, and I just want to show you quickly what inspired me. When we did the hot glue resist technique, I produced this little art card, and go back and look at that video if you want to see a bit more about that, or look on the blog. But this particular effect I thought was absolutely gorgeous, so I wanted to incorporate it somehow. Made me think of summer. Obviously our hot weather hasn't lasted here in the UK, but I also had made some cards, some very sunflower themed cards, a bit of quilling, some basic design cards for elderly people, and I thought that is what my next collage page is going to be. It's going to be another double page spread, and you know how I work, I like to get all my papers out, so I thought I'd walk you through fairly quickly how or what I've chosen to work with. Okay, so I'll just zoom out a little bit there. First off, with this one, two things had equal importance in my mind, and that was my handmade papers. I have a lot of them, as you can see, all these gorgeous colours. I'm sure you have some of these at home as well, so I'm hoping to incorporate some of these into the design that I do. I've only got 2 A4 pages to work on, and I'll do some side projects as well, which is generally like little art cards. So if you want to follow along with me, you want to be grabbing your yellows and your oranges and your bright handmade papers. Okay, that's number one. Number two, I realised I just didn't have any real sort of pattern papers at all in yellow. It's very strange. It's not a colour that you get a lot of. You get lots of blues and greens, which is nice because I love them, but not much in yellow. This was kind of the sum of it. It was a printed sheet. That's it. So I turned to my trusty gel plate and I churned out a few yellow themed papers, which I was really pleased with, actually. Always love how these papers turn out, just so rustic and sort of weathered looking, and I've got a mixture of them, some sort of honeycomb effects and things going on there. So if you've got a gel plate, they're a good option for getting the colours that you want. Okay, so plain paper and cards, I did have some of that, but I'm not sure whether I'm going to incorporate that or not yet. Other than that, we have the good old tissue paper. This one's just got some gold pen on it, and we've got some sort of texture paste on tissue paper. We've got a wall again because I like using walls. We've got some flowers, and we've got sort of honeycomb type effect. Also got some embossed papers there at the back, which I may or may not use. Actually, that's a texture paste one again. So if you've got an embossing Cuttlebug embossing folder, which is what these are, you've got your tissue paper. They're good ways of actually getting your papers together. So these ones would just run through Cuttlebug folder, and then inks, beautiful acrylic inks, watercolour inks, that kind of thing. And you get this beautiful effect. I made the mistake of actually doing the colouring first and then putting it through the folder, and I messed up a folder, got sort of ink because I hadn't let it dry. So it's probably a good idea to put it through first before you put the colour on. You will lose some of the dimension, but I don't think that matters. Love this effect here. Okay, and that's just a splattery one with what was left. We also had some resist papers because I wanted to build in some of the techniques that we'd covered in resist, which was the wax crayon, and they were also wax crayon, I think, those ones, which were a stencil, and they might show up as well. Okay, so that's that. I hope you're keeping up. So that's pretty much the papers. Yeah, I had a bit of scrapbook paper I didn't really like, but also some music paper, which is quite nice, and a bit of vintage. Don't know if that will be in there or not yet. Can't accommodate all this on the double page, but okay, trusty wallpaper, textured wallpaper. Love this one. This looks like a basket, so maybe we'll keep that for an Easter. But I thought I'd show you those. What else have we got? Some stickers. Good old stickers. Don't generally like using stickers because they really are, I like things which are more natural, more rustic, and more handmade, if you like. So I've got these stickers here. Don't know whether I'll use them or not. It might be just a little butterfly or something. But I have a heap of those, and I'm trying to find ways to use them because I always feel like they're a bit of a cheat. Right, apart from that, what we might be using, I pulled out some flowers, nice big designs on this one. These are Fiskars. Might use this one, maybe that one, I'm not sure. But if you've got something similar, some big flowers, that gives a focal point to the page. In terms of die cutting, I have this quite nice one here, which looks like a piece of honeycomb from, bee related to bees, because I think the yellow always makes me think of that, sunflowers, bees, that sort of thing. And then we've got some insects here, which bees are some of them. Okay, so we're zooming through here. What else have I got? Okay, in terms of washi tapes, Might use these just here and there, a little bit of glitz, gold ones if you've got those. Got some more rustic ribbons or hessian here, which I absolutely love this stuff. So that will probably crop up. And then some just yellow ribbons. And again, I struggle to find yellow and orange. Most of them are other colours. So these might not appear on the page, but could turn up on the side projects, the cards or whatever I might make. A little bit of, what do you call this stuff? Is it raffia? I don't know. I like it anyway. So this screams art card to me. In terms of the sprays, I said I was going to do a bit more detailed video with this one than I did with the sea collage and the nature collage. So if you wanted to follow along, these are probably what I'm going to be using, which is the distress spray stains. And we've got a sort of bronzy one and a goldy one, brass, and some paint as well. And I've pulled out some yellow and orange ink. I think probably what they'll be used is to try and recreate something like this, which was the hot glue resist. Okay, what else? Only 2 more things, I promise. Die cutters. I'm thinking this might look nice. I actually wanted a sundial, but maybe a piece of the clock, maybe just a section of it. Might work with that. Obviously, we can't. I like using chipboard for this sort of thing, or crafters chipboard, but it'd probably be too thick. So I might even just cut a stencil, use it to cut a bit of like a stencil effect and spray through it. Then we've got just a big punch. Now, the only reason I've pulled this out of the cupboard is I've got a lot of these big punches and I don't get to use them. So maybe a sunflower. I don't know. Again, we've got a dimension problem when we're working in a book. So just pull my book over to have a look at. Oh, where are we? So we'll be working on another double page spread like this. You see, we're January. That's all. It's the only place we've got to. There's something else I wanted to show you. Where is it? It's basically, I'm definitely going to use it if I can find it. Here it is. Was the baby white. I always say keep the baby wipes that you use or the cloths that you use to wipe up, because they pick up the best colour. I absolutely love this. So, and it's got a lovely tactile sort of thing to it as well. So I like that. So we've run through the stickers, the papers, the stamps, the die, ribbons possibly, but I'm going to have to get them flat. So basically, go and grab all your stuff. If you want to do this along with me, I'm going to try and be a bit more detailed in how I describe what I'm doing. I know with the sea collage that it was really just end photos. And I didn't talk a lot about the process because it is quite difficult, because you kind of come back to it and go backwards and forwards, and you just put something and then you change your mind and you add something else, and it's very bitty. So I'm going to try and do this in a bit more of a flow. So, okay, thanks for joining me and see you next time.